Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the great Johnny Quinn. He's a keynote speaker, former U.S. Olympian, and he's going to teach us all how to push what's possible next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
I am so honored to have in the studio Johnny Quinn. You won't believe this, but 10 years ago, I interviewed him on the Jeff Crilley Show when I used to broadcast at iHeart down the street. And he's just a legendary speaker and coach, and he's going to share some wisdom with us. Thanks for coming on the show.
Jeff, so good to see you again.
Yeah. All right, so one of your most popular talks is Push What's Possible.
That's right.
All right, tell us about that.
Yeah, I teach an Olympic formula for great teams who want to become unstoppable ultra performers. And so a lot of the tools that I learned at that elite level in the Olympics,
Yes.
and then prior to the Olympics when I was in professional football, how do you organize around a team where everyone's good, everyone's talented, where we put the team first. And so it's been very popular in this digital age that we live in on how do we take our team to the next level.
Okay, so when people Google your name, they still see breaking down doors.
Yeah.
All right, so before we play your sizzle reel, set this up. So tell us why you went viral.
In this wild, I was in the Olympic Games, and every Olympian is working towards a gold medal.
Yeah.
Jeff, I got a broken door. Is what I got. So it's the day after opening ceremonies. We're all fired up. Team USA just walked in opening ceremonies, and I'm in the Olympic Village. I'm in the shower, and I cannot get out of my bathroom. And so I start knocking on the bathroom, like the surrounding walls. Maybe somebody's walking in the village. They can come in and help me. No one, nothing. I get to the door. Jeff, I hit it with my fist, and my fist goes right through the door.
Oh, wow.
And so at that point, I can see into the room. I'm like, I'm going to get out of here.
Right.
Kind of break down the door, climb out,
Yeah.
get dressed. And I look at the door, and here I am in the Olympic Games with a broken bathroom door. And my first thought is, I'm going to get in trouble. I broke down a door in the Olympics. And so I go tell Team USA, hey, ran into an issue with my door, couldn't get out, had to break it down. And then the wildest thing happened. I've got a good sense of humor, so I took a picture. I uploaded it to social media. BBC took the picture first. They kicked it to Yahoo News, and it went viral. It went viral. Yeah, 28,000 retweets in 24 hours. I saw a stat that came through a few weeks after I posted it that around 10 million people saw that bathroom door. And so now it's followed me 12 years later. Isn't that wild?
Incredible. Okay, I talked about his sizzle reel. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Olympic bobsledder Johnny Quinn.
Well, when I entered the NFL, long story short, I became an NFL failure.
Just how he broke out of a locked bathroom by punching.
That's called a Russian remodel.
In case Johnny Quinn tried to bust down some of these antique doors, we didn't want that to happen.
To introduce today's guest, he is a powerhouse.
Look at the shoulders. He's 6 feet 220.
When someone finishes this podcast, they're probably going to be a little bit motivated.
You're now keeping yourself in safe environments.
I want to know, what are they doing this time 3 weeks from now? I was cut 3 times, lost $2.6 million in NFL contracts, and blew out my knee. What you do when no one is looking or watching, when there's no Olympic stadiums, when there are no fans, no media crew, matters.
Locked up here, can't get the momentum.
That did not go well at all.
Well, Johnny, what I love about that clip is that you show the times that you didn't succeed.
Right. It's interesting, Jeff, when I speak all across the country, the Olympics are really cool. Playing professional football is really cool. You know what gravitates to the audience? What I see as takeaways? People want to know, how did you bounce back after all those times getting cut? Because the audiences that I speak to, nobody's probably going to the Olympics and nobody's probably going to the NFL, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But people have had a failed venture. They've had a relationship go south. They've had something that they put their hope in and it didn't work out. And so even though it's a different arena or avenue, there's a lot of wisdom that you learn through failure.
Yes. All right, tell us about COVID, because all speakers that I've spoken to said in like 48 hours, like everything got canceled.
Nuts. When the CDC came in and said no gatherings over 10, I knew we had a big problem. Because as a speaker, what do? We get everybody in a room. And we're hundreds, thousands of people, and you deliver impact messages. That was tough because we literally had to pivot to virtual overnight. And at that point, back in 2020, not a lot of people were doing virtual like we are now.
Right.
And so I knew it was a big deal when the CDC came in with that ruling. A lot of event planners were still kind of on hold. What are we going to do? Let's figure this out. But I remember the NCAA basketball tournament, right? March Madness, because COVID started shutting down in end of February, March. When the NCAA canceled March Madness, and you think about the amount of money they generate through sponsorships, ticket sales, merchandise sales, and they canceled it, I knew we had a big problem.
Wow.
And that was tough as a speaker because we essentially had to pivot to virtual overnight. And a lot of us, we're trying to figure out what works.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so has the speaking business come back? Is it back to pre-COVID levels?
Oh, it's hotter than ever.
Wow.
I've been on the professional speaker circuit for 12 years now. I have never seen it hotter. So not only are we back, it is growing and more engaged than ever. And here's what's cool about that, Jeff. When COVID hit, it was, will we ever meet again? Will people ever go back to the office? We're now going to be virtual or hybrid for the rest of our life. Here's what we noticed through COVID. People crave human connection.
Yes.
And so now I'm not surprised on why in-person events are even more popular than pre-COVID, because we learned during COVID that, hey, when you take human connection away, relationships start to dwindle. And so that's why I think it's hotter than ever.
Okay, we're going to pull up your website, and as we scroll down the website, I want you to give a message to the meeting planner.
Yeah.
Because it's not just a one-size-fits-all. You do your due diligence.
That's right.
You know who's in the audience, and you design your message to fit that audience.
That's right. What you'll notice on my new site is I'm doing something a little different than most speakers. Most speakers do the traditional demo reel. It's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you get a little bit of testimonial, you flash the client logos, you get some different stages. Jeff, I've taken a different approach. On my site, you can actually search my speaker reels by topic or leadership theme.
Love that.
So when a client comes in and says, Johnny, we've got an upcoming SKO, sales kickoff meeting, and our focus is growth and innovation. Jeff, instead of sending one standard demo reel, I can go find my growth and innovation reel so that the client can test drive before they figure out if they want to bring me in. And so that has been a game changer. And here's the cool thing. It is all easy to navigate on my website.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny, what do you love most about this professional speaking arena?
It's being around other people and seeing that light go off that they've experienced a breakthrough. Right? When you bring in a guy like me, I fall in that category, so I play professional football, went to the Olympics. I'm in that same category as the person who climbed Mount Everest, or the first female F-16 fighter pilot. This unique background. And so when you're on stage and I can see that light bulb go off where an audience member says, you know what? I never thought about it from that perspective. Here's how this helps me. It gets me fired up.
All right, how does it compare to, playing in an NFL stadium or marching in the Olympics?
It's funny you mentioned that. I had the conversation with an event planner last week. It's very similar. Before I get on stage, so I've already done AV check. The audience is in there. They're doing the intro video, and I'm getting ready to go on stage. I've got that same feeling like it was in the tunnel of Lambeau Field right before my first preseason game on Monday Night Football. Or getting ready for that bobsled race, you get those, I call them healthy butterflies, because you're dialed in, you're locked in. It's the same in speaking. And so, Jeff, I don't know, maybe I'm chasing that as a professional speaker. I get that same feeling.
Well, you talk earlier in the show about the teamwork that goes into like the bobsled team and NFL team. Some companies are not working as a team.
That's right. Yeah. I've always been part of a team. And I think that's why I gravitated towards this space in corporate speaking, is because when I look at these teams, sales teams, HR teams, management teams, it doesn't matter. There are attributes that are exactly the same in sport, just like they are in business. And so I can come in and kind of shine a light and provide some tools on how do we strengthen the team.
Outstanding. We've got about 2 minutes left, so look into the camera on the left and talk to the meeting planner who might need to bring you in.
Yeah, so when you think about your future event, end of the year, as we kick off the next year, you want to think about impact and action steps. The speaker that you bring in, can they deliver action steps that audience members can use immediately? And so that's one thing. If you get on my website, you'll start to see I've got topics with clear learning objectives, because I want everybody to take what I teach on stage, that they can implement it on a Monday. And so on my site, you'll see a ton of great speaker demo reels. You'll also see some wonderful testimonials from clients like Chick-fil-A, Toyota, Southwest Airlines, Lockheed Martin, all name brands that have brought me in to speak, teach, and equip. It'd be an honor to be your speaker at your next event.
Outstanding. Drop the mic. The great Johnny Quinn. We're going to end with his website, which is johnnyquinnusa.com. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.